what's up, y'all? Right here, Grays Dynamics, taking a quick look at the Velocitas Imperium RSR and the Picorni Engineering GTE Pro V3. Both of these wheels are great. You'll have to decide which one you want. If you have a V2, upgrading to a V3 makes absolute sense and it's a no-brainer. If you're looking for something a little different and maybe you don't have one, Velocitas Imperium makes one and they have a group buy up on my channel and on their website. So again, either which one you support, I say support DIY because that's what this community is all about. You can get 5% off of Picorni Engineering by using Grays 5. You won't get any kickback to me. It's purely for you to save money. Same thing with Velocitas Imperium. You can use Grays 6 and save 6%. However, this will is part of a group buy, so you will not save anything right now. That coupon has been disabled. So again, you have options for both of them. We're going to go over some of the differences, and thank you for tuning in. With that being said, Velocitas Imperium has two funky knobs, which are absolutely mission critical for me. So that is one preference that I think I would absolutely have to have. It has two right here, where the Picorni Engineering has one right in the center, which means you will have to take your hand off the wheel if you're going to use this one here. Grips feel really good. If you've used Picorni's newer wheels, you notice these grips bump out here and they make it feel the hand a lot more. I swear to you, his old grips were soft, but they were too narrow, and I have medium-sized hands, so these fill the hand quite nicely, and they feel really good in hand. The Velocitas Imperium version does have thicker grips. One, you can see they're more rounded all across the board and more rounded here, as well as they're just thicker all the way around. It does have that same bump out here where it adds more comfort for you to grab onto, which again is something you absolutely need in 2025 to me. And both of them have really good grips. You can hold on to them and drive for hours and you won't have hand fatigue. Now, if you have massive hands, then again, that'll determine what wheel you actually buy. With that being said, taking a look at both of these wheels, you'll see they both have backlit LED buttons. Again, this is the version 2. On the Picorni version, it has one backlit button in the center. These are based on his Pro wheel. I do like the way the buttons feel. I do wish it had more lights around the edges just because it allows for more gradients and customization, but it's still not a bad thing. SimHub is a really cool tool where you can do some really cool things. But again, the push on these feels really good, and again, they're very high quality buttons. On the Velocitas Imperium version, these are 3D printed resin. They still feel good underhand, and the stickers are slightly bigger. And in fact, these stickers, if you've used other wheels, you may have noticed this on a particular high-end brand. They're literally the same sticker, and they feel really good and they look really good. The button doesn't have a noticeable click like the Picorni version. You will feel a click, but it's not as audible, and you won't. It doesn't have as much force needed to activate it. But overall, a button's a button, and a button's going to do button things. So that's for me is important. On this wheel, you get the 4 rotary encoders. Now these are they do not have push button functionality. They are multi-position or encoders. Using DDC, you can change the functionality of them. I'm not very good at DDC, so they did some really cool things for us that we don't have to worry about. So with that being said, this is a multi-link here. Essentially, once you turn the button on the screen, you'll see all these different things pop up that you can map and change along the way. And in fact, you can do the calibration for your clutches right here. Just follow the on-screen prompt, do all the calibration, and then you're absolutely done. And again, you can map all of these to do different functions. And this is the plus, this is the minus. So this is linked to these 2 buttons here, which again is how you'll do your multi-link. On the Picorni Engineering GTE, it's all linked to here. So these are 4 rotaries with push functionality. So you get plus and minus on each of them, and it has a virtual multi-link. So essentially how it works is if I push this button here and then turn, you'll see how it changes on screen. Now it's not linked to any button or thumb encoder, it's still linked to this encoder here. So if I push it and say let's go to gain volume, then I would turn gain volume up by doing this or doing this, because this, the multi-link is linked to this encoder. But again, they're 4 push and rotary encoders. So again, depending on how you want them to be, that's an option you'll have along the way. It's got the 4 thumb encoders. The thumb encoders on here are smaller than the ones that are on the RSR, and we can see just how much bigger they are in the Velocitas Imperium version. I will say the detents on both of them are quite good, but I think the detents on the ones from Velocitas are a little better. But again, they're also larger, so again, that larger diameter changes things just a little bit. With that being said, on the back of the wheel on the Picorni, you get shifters, you get paddles, you get clutches. I don't know how much more you could ask for. You can do all the things you need to do. And inside you'll see it's open. That means you can run power and data, and it's easy to just go in, grab the cable that you need to run power and data through to your powered QR. So again, very simple, very easy. Aluminum enclosure, a lot of cutouts, makes it give a really cool design and reduces the weight overall. So again, you've got a glass screen on top here, and again, that screen that looks ever so nice is a 5-inch Vocor. Same here, 5-inch Vocor. The screen on here, because the glass is closer, you actually can still use the touch functionality, which you can't really use on a Picorni because it's just a little bit further away from the glass, so it doesn't sense that touch, but you can use it here. On the back, same thing. You get the additional paddles. You get the clutches that you have here. You get the shifters. You get the additional paddles. The difference being on this version, you get to also pull. So you can push and pull on both of these. So what that enables you to have is not just 4, but 8 additional buttons that are right on the back of your wheel. Now, granted, I don't use all of these features on either wheel, so you have to decide which feature is absolutely critical. And same with the back plate here, it's open and back so you can run it for power and data along the way. So again, both of them are great wheels. I think the DIY community is throwing out nothing but bangers along the way. I think you'll have to pick which one you absolutely want and have to have. I think both of them bring great value, and especially compared to that expensive one from Grid Engineering that's about 2,300 bucks. These are significantly better value because one, they both have at least a funky knob. This one will allow you to put the Porsche logo here. This one, if you get the custom glass, you can put Porsche up here, or you can put Porsche here. You'll have to have a little bit smaller because there's more space on this one, and it's a little bit taller in the glass area than this one, but you can do it on both. So with that being said, hopefully you like this video. I appreciate each and every one of you. I think depending on which one you choose will be up to you. I can't tell you which one to choose. I can tell you I need 2 funky knobs. That's mission critical for me. All the other features, again, I don't use half of them, but these 2 things are critical for me. So I would make a decision to go here only because of that. But I have the LMP2 Pro and it has one in the middle. And for the game I play, I don't miss it much. I just know that when I do camera stuff, I set a map to a different button. So thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you all. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Thanks to my members, my followers, my subscribers. If you haven't followed yet, like, subscribe, follow, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.